Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 9th episode of Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship Tournament 2005. I am your host, Alicia Bleshies, and let's get into things. So, last time we discussed buying the Exodia deck, which I really wanted to do, and I was trying to get it, but it costs 20,000 duel points, and after dueling Taya like a couple of times, or like 4 times, however many, it just took a long time and I just didn't have the energy to do it. I got to almost 5,000 duel points and I was like, nope, no thank you. So I think we'll take a break from doing the tournament and we'll just duel some random people around here. I made a new deck. It's a deck that uses forest. You'll never take down my Umi deck. Yeah, it's gonna be Umi versus forest. So yeah, I haven't really done many decks that just use like the old field spell cards that kind of just give a buff to like a large amount of archetypes or types. It only gives them like 200 attack points, which isn't a whole lot, but it's honest work. Yeah, so we got Leaping Lion, Battle Ox, Mask of Brutality, Trap Hole. We'll definitely go ahead and set that. A Fissure, and then a Mystic Horseman. So those are things that we have. Wow, amazing. So Mask Brutality, we're gonna take damage every turn that it's equipped. So we're just gonna wait on our first turn. We got a Trap Hole to defend Battle Ox. Maybe we'll lure our opponent into attacking us. We'll see what happens. Or they will play defensive, which is probably a good idea as well. I'm gonna summon another Battle Ox. Okay, that did not trigger anything. It could be a Magic Jammer, which would mean my Mask Brutality would go to waste, but let's go ahead and just attack so we can kind of narrow down what it could be. It could be some kind of Air Force. Oh, it's Maiden of Aqua. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it into main phase 2, and I'm gonna activate Fissure, as long as I'm reading it right. Destroy it, yeah. I'm going to activate Fissure to see if it's a Magic Jammer. It was. That was a good call. So next turn, I can go on the offense since there's no back row, at least right now. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, we got a 7-colored fish. Gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Thank you very much. I do love my ocean decks and all, but I haven't really gotten a chance to do like a forest one before, so this is a whole new world, a whole new experience. And with this whole new experience, let's go on the offense. Alright, we'll give Battle Ox extra attack points. Then we go ahead and just summon Mystic Horseman. I kind of thought about doing like Rabid Horseman, which could have been fun, but then I would have to, you know, own Polymerization. I think I do have like one of the fusions of it, so that's one less thing to worry about. But I'll go ahead and get rid of Tribute to the Doom. Get rid of their Maiden of Aqua, that is. And let's go on the offense. Let's attack. It's like half of what Yu-Gi-Oh is just attacking. So yeah, let's attack again. Yeah, I was at it for like 30 minutes trying to like decide on what type of deck I wanted to make, because I didn't want to just use the same deck again. I did say we were going to get the Exodia deck, which ended up being me lying because it's a lot of work. And I didn't have the time. I'm sorry. Yes, we'll go ahead and pay the 1,000 life points. And we're gonna set a Skull Dice, though we probably won't need it. And I will just use battle ox to attack with, just so that we know we get through. Damn it. Okay, well, at least we did keep our battle ox safe by attacking with it first. Because the AI will try to preserve its life points instead of just going for the one that has like the highest attack points on the field. But yeah. We're kind of back where we started, but now we can go ahead and play Forest and buff all of our monsters. And I think it's kind of nice. I think it's a little nice to play a deck like this, because you know you got all these different monster types coming together to fight for you. It's like the Avengers or something. I don't know. But we'll go ahead and attack. And it just makes me think about sure. It's gonna be, what is it doing? Alright, it's gonna be game over anyway, I think. Well, dang on, it bounces back. Yay, enjoy your 100 defense and 50 attack points. Ah, darn. Alright, well, not game quite yet. But that's how it goes. Main phase 2. I cannot summon because I summoned this turn, so we'll go ahead and pass. Yeah. Normally the strategy for like making a lot of money in this game is that you're supposed to duel Taya Gardner and just grind her for a while because she gains life points, and you can destroy her monsters as well. Both of those things helps you get more money. So yeah, that's the way, pretty much the only way to make a lot of money. But the thing they don't tell you is that if you want to make a lot of money doing that method, you have to duel her for like 30 minutes straight, which, as you can imagine, is a lot of time to invest in just one duel. So it kind of makes me like wonder if I should like time the duel to see if it is better to just duel multiple people instead of just dueling her. Yeah, anyway, we got $300 and it only took 7 minutes.
You are incredibly tough. You must be the biggest fish in the sea.
Saying that because I smell? Do I smell you? How rude. Alright. I shower, damn it. Alright, let's find somebody else. Maybe him.
You're gonna duel me. Get ready for a prehistoric pummeling.
Okay, we won again. Always choose paper, guys. Some people don't spend their whole lives chasing paper, and this is what happens to them. They lose. Alright, so we're doing this big fool. We got Forest and Graceful Dice. Now I am gonna set Skull Dice, and I'm gonna go ahead and set Big Insect. Big Insect, kinda strong, got high defense for a bug monster. Of course, we do have a Graceful Dice as well. We're playing a bit of like some Joey cards. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm gonna just go ahead and Trap Hole. I don't know why he's playing that card, to be honest. It's not a dinosaur. At least I don't think so. Alright, we do have Gravity Axe, which is kind of neat. I'm gonna go ahead and
Flip summon my big insect.
let's activate Forest, which gets immediately hit by Magic Jammer. I should have thought about that. Super cautious in the first thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and play Gravity Axe. This will boost my big insect's attack while also preventing my opponent from changing battle positions. I'm gonna set, and I guess we'll just set Graceful Charity just in case, because it's not that hard to get over 1700 these days in our year of 2005. Alright, and I am going to complete my turn. Activate spell card. New. We're gonna have to just deal with this. Just saying no. We have a Pale Beast in our hand. We're gonna go ahead and summon. And I'm going to blip summon Hane and bounce their monster back to their hand, just so we can avoid attacking into their defense. We've bounced that back to the hand. Now I'm going to go ahead and declare battle to activate Graceful Dice, very classic Joey Wheeler card. And we got a 3, so that means we get 300 extra attack spread out across 3 monsters, so that's 900 extra damage. Not bad, not bad. Hopefully we can draw into another one of our forest spell cards. Alright, we will complete our turn. And over the break between this episode and the next, I will try to do some of the tournaments. Well, maybe like one of the tournaments without you guys, just because it's probably going to be the same thing you've all seen before. And of course you're going up against that one. My Skull Dice isn't going to help here. Unlike in the anime where like one episode where I think Skull Dice halved a monster's attack when it rolled a 2 instead of losing 200 attack points. It was a whole thing. So 15, 17 versus 16. Just gonna go ahead and summon Sleeping Line. He's so sleepy. And let's play a game. A Skull Dice game. We got a 3 again. Alright. That works for me. Alrighty then. Let's attack over it with our Pale Beast. He's so pale, he needs to go out in the sun sometime. I stepped out in the sun once and look what happened to me. Look what happened to me. Alright, I'm gonna attack with this, and then we'll attack with our big insect last, just so that we deal extra damage. Alright, we win. Congratulations to me. Wowzers. We got a little bit of money from that, not a lot. Yeah, I guess maybe it is better to still just duel Taya. I have my doubts sometimes.
The Ice Age. The Ice Age is here.
Alright. Let's do like an actual challenge. This man right here. Fight, fun. Okay. He only knows 3 words apparently. Good thing he doesn't know the word paper. That would be quite bad. Or scissors, I guess. Scissors would have countered me. Yeah, I think that's like a record of how many times we've gotten paper in a row to work. That is. A Graceful Dice, we got that. A Stim Pack. And then another Graceful Dice, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and summon my Pale Beast. And I'm gonna play Sword of Deep-Seated on my Pale Beast. I don't want to go too crazy because they could have something that could F me over. You never know. You gotta be prepared for anything. But let's go ahead and just end our turn for now. Of course, we are going to have to spam the no button a bunch. Be prepared for that. Oh, that's fucked. I like the cards in my hand. I had a stim pack. You know how expensive stim packs are in Fallout 3? Fucking expensive, dog. Or is it Fallout 4? It might be Fallout 4 where they're more expensive. Oh no. One of the two. Trap hole, we'll set that. We got a Hain, we got a forest. Let's summon the Mad Dog of Darkness. Alright, and then I'm gonna activate Graceful Dice to see if they have a Magic Jammer. They do. That was a good call. I guess I should just assume that first turn is probably a Magic Jammer. Alright, we got a forest. So that's cool. A trap hole. Now we have the privilege and the honor of attacking into whatever base down monster they have. It's probably a Penguin Soldier or a Hain. Penguin Soldier it is. Alright. Ah, fudge, he knew. Alright, sometimes the AI don't know that they can click your attacking monster. I think that was more of just a thing from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of Destiny. Alright. My destiny has dawned. And like the sun, I shall set. Alright, we got the sword deep-seated. I think I'm gonna go ahead and summon my Mad Dog of Darkness. Because it's such a, like, kind of cool looking card. And it's got 1900 attack points, so it's very, very strong. Alright, we got a 2600 beater. And we're gonna attack with it. There you go, take the damage. Also, I don't know how many people actually make it to the end of these episodes, so maybe nobody saw me saying that I would get the Exodia deck. Maybe I'm in the clear. Nobody's gotta know. Except for the parts where I brought it up a bunch. Oh, we got a Hain. Alright, glad I didn't make it oopsie there. Alright, complete turn. God, I might have to just start like main decking 3 acid trap holes, because they just get to destroy face down monsters. As long as I think they're effect monsters, so boom. I'll have to deal with Hain, Man-Eater Bug, none of that rubbish. But we'll go ahead and play Pale Beast. And I am going to activate Malevolent Nuzzler. So let's activate it to you. Very tempted to just put it all on Mad Dog, because I have a feeling we're probably gonna get like flip affected again. No, thankfully we didn't. So maybe next turn, if he runs out of monsters, I can just attack him directly. That would be very cool. I would love that, in fact. And I thought since we're using Forest, it doesn't give you much attack points or defense points. We should probably run a lot of like equip spell cards, and it's nice to see that the equip spell cards are like paying off. Very nice to see. Let's go ahead and attack with our Battle Locks. Yeah. Please don't be a Penguin Soldier. Alright. It's just a bio plant. It's fine. It can't hurt us. But we can hurt it. The Skull Dice. We don't need to do it, but I'm just doing it, you know. Alright. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and deal as much damage as we can possibly deal, and then end this duel. And attack. bam, it's game over. I guess depending on how lucky you get, you could maybe make more money than against Taya. If you do 30 minutes worth of duels. I mean, we've made maybe like 700 or 800 at this point. There's somebody out there who could do the math if they honestly care enough about it, but you don't have to. But let's, I guess, go buy cards. I would have liked to have bought the Exodia deck, but it's not gonna happen. Oh, he wants to run a tournament in his store. Sure, I'll enter.
Excellent. It'll be on the day I choose my store, or I close my store. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, I guess next episode, be ready for the card shop tournament. It'll be a nice break from everything else we've been doing. Yeah, the thing about that is if you say no to him, he just won't sell you any cards until you say yes, from what I read on the wiki. Alright, we bought quite a bit of cards today. We bought some of these dark packs, as you're going to see. Hopefully we get some nice monsters out of it. We got a Skull Servant. Cool. I think this might be before King of the Skull Servants, but we did get a Bourse Raider. Very cool. Like that. Giant orc. Ooh. We got a Relinquish. Ushioni. Dark Elf. Dragon Seeker. Metal Zoa. Saying any that look cool. Dark Magician, of course. Magician of Black Chaos. You know, you guys, if you watched my childhood deck Tag Force 2 streams, then you know my relationship with Magician of Black Chaos. I think I said that right. My brain go blank sometimes. Skull Servant, Zoa. I did get a lot of cards. I did buy a 10 pack, so I guess it makes sense. Oops. Let's see. Can we? I don't think sorting by rarity is a thing in this. Where is what I'm looking for? Also, it would be kind of cool to make a Zoa like Metal Morph deck at some point. Maybe one day in the future we'll be able to. But we got a Hungry Burger as well. But yeah, Magician of Black Chaos. My relationship with this card, very strong. Want to make a deck out of that one day. All right, but we did get a few of the Ritual Collection pack. Hopefully we get something. And nothing really. I mean, if we buy a lot more of these packs, maybe we could make some kind of ritual deck. But I did get some more equipped spell cards because they can be quite useful. Gravity Axe, and yeah, that's it. Black Pendant would be neat. We were making like a burn deck, but also wanted to go on the offense. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all again next time. Bye bye and take care. Bye bye.